Okay, so I'm getting ready to make homemade biscuits, buttermilk biscuits this morning. So I'm going to show you the ingredients that I'll be using. Okay, I'll be using baking powder, and I'll have 5 teaspoons of baking powder. I have 1/2 teaspoon of table salt. I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I have 2 tablespoons of sugar, and I have 1 cup of buttermilk, and I have 1 stick of butter. So now I'm getting ready to get started. So what I have to do now, I have to put my dry ingredients together in the bowl. Okay, this is 2 cups of flour. Okay, now I'll be adding my baking powder, 5 teaspoons of baking powder. Okay, and I'll be putting the baking powder. Okay, and I also will have, I also have 2 tablespoons of sugar, granulated sugar. Now I'm going to be blending in all of my dry ingredients, okay? And all right, I have to get them all mixed together with I have a fork. I don't have a biscuit mixer thing that you can mix them up like that, but this is the dry ingredients. I'm just going to do it with a fork, okay? And then, okay, after I get all my dry ingredients and blend it in, then I'll blend my butter in next, okay? 1 cupful of butter, which is usually a whole stick of butter. Okay. Okay. This is 1 stick of butter, which is a 1/2 cup of butter. Okay. I'm sorry if you understood me, but this is the holiday season. There's a lot going on around here, so I'm hoping that I'll make it clear. And if I don't, it will be in my description that it will be clear if it's not clarified to you now. But I'm trying to clarify it as it goes. So this is a stick of butter. So I'll be cutting it in with a fork, since I don't have the pastry cutter to cut it in with the fork. I'll blend it in. But the fork will do just as well. And you keep doing it until you get until it looks crummy. And once it starts looking crummy, this is when you add my buttermilk. Okay, but it has to look real crummy before you add the buttermilk. This is let you know that it is all mixed and blended together. That's what will let you know that when it gets real crummy. That's why I say you have to do it. And it takes just a little bit of time. It doesn't take too long to do it. If I just had the pastry mixer, I wouldn't have to worry about it, because that's the one that you use with the handle, which I probably have one. But since I haven't made biscuits in a while, I don't know where it is right now. And I made up my mind I was going to make the biscuits today. And I wasn't going to stop to look for it, because if I do, I wouldn't have gotten them made today. But I'll have to do just a little bit more forking them together before I'll have it in the crumb area. A little bit more to go. Then I should have it all crumbed up, where it's going to look like this, little bitty crumbs, and then I'll be able to put my buttermilk in. I'm trying to get most of the beer crumbs out and make it small crumbs. That's what I have to do. And the butter was soft enough for me to do this. So you have to make sure your butter is going to be soft. Because if the butter isn't soft, it's going to take a lot longer to do this in order to get it all mixed up. It has to be small crumbs. I know people have been asking me about making biscuits for a while. I just hadn't got around to it. But I wanted to get it done today because I figure maybe someone is going to have breakfast for maybe their family for the holidays and have people guests over. So I said I better get this in because they've asked me for it for several months and I hadn't got around to doing the biscuits. Okay, but as all right, I'm just about to get down to the last, at the end, even though you might see some in here that might go together, but I've already got them crumbled up pretty well. Okay. All right, I'm going to be adding the buttermilk until my dough is soft. I'm going to add just a little bit at a time, and I have to have the soft dough. Add a little bit more. Okay, now I'm going to add the rest of the buttermilk. All right. Now the dough is getting softer and it's blending in together. I know you can make biscuits, the drop biscuits and all, but this is a buttermilk biscuit, so I was hoping to show you something that wouldn't take a long time, that maybe everybody would have some way to make this one. I looked over several recipes that I have had from different parts of my family members through the years, and then I kind of decided on this one because it seemed to be an easy one, a quick one, I'll say it like this, and I think you'll usually be able to blend it together. So now I'm getting ready to put my other glove on. See? Okay. All right, now I have to kind of do it with my hands a little bit. These gloves are a little bit larger, but anyway, one size supposed to fit all, but sometimes it don't fit me. So, all right. So now I'm getting ready to take them out in this area. And I have a piece of wax paper that I will be laying them on, okay? And I'm going to flour the wax paper just a little bit. I have my, I'm not putting much on, just a little bit. I really don't have to, but just in case, I kind of, I like to put a little bit on mine anyway. And then I kind of just spread it out. Okay. Okay, now, I do that just to satisfy my own self, not anyone else. Okay. My rolling pin. You really don't have to need these donuts. I mean, not donuts, but I'm so sorry. This is one morning. Please forgive me, my subscribers, and everybody that's viewing this. It's so much going on here in this house today, this morning, until everything is very confusing. And I'm confused with the day. So please be patient with me, because God is not through with me yet. Okay. Okay. So Now, I usually add a little bit of flour to my rolling pin also. Some people do this, and some people may not do what I'm doing, okay? But I do this because this is the way I've always done it. And it always satisfies me to do it this way. But now, if you can do it without doing this. Now, there are some more rolling pins that you don't have to put anything on. They automatically it's ready to go. But I don't have one of those rolling pins. This is an old-time rolling pin, so you got to do it. You got to do it the good way, the hard way. That's the way it goes, okay? So, okay. So now we'll be rolling it out. And until about, I guess about 3/4 inches, 3/4 inches, I guess. And this, I'm just going to make the small biscuits. I'm not making the larger ones. I'm just making the small ones. Okay. All right. And I'm thinking this is about 3/4 of an inch right now. And I'm going to stop right here. And I should be able to get about, on with the smaller one. And I don't have a biscuit cutter with me right at this particular moment. So what I'm going to do, I have a small glass, and I'm going to be using that as my cutter, okay? All right.
And this yields 16 small biscuits or 8 large biscuits.
Yes. All right. Now I have a pre-treated pan ungreased that I can put it on, so I don't have to. Now you can use your. Okay, I'm gonna be cutting them down. I don't know exactly how many I will come out. I'm using this little glass that's the smallest thing that I have around here today. So I'll be using it. It's supposed to be about 16 3/4 inch biscuits, about 12 to 16, and I'm supposed to put them just a little bit apart. So, like I said, I'm doing it, and I know you all will enjoy them anyway. So, I had a hard start to get this done today, just the biscuits out. And normally, it was just a lot of things going on. But I'm sure everybody know, during the holidays, it's always a rush of whatever the families are doing. Everybody. Okay. I'll get 12 in there. This cup's a little larger because I think the other one would have been smaller. I didn't really have a small, because you got the biscuit cutter come in 3 sizes. So. Okay, I'm getting ready to put these in the oven, okay. And I know they're going to be a little larger, so they're supposed to be 1/2 inch apart. So I had to make another little smaller pan also to go with them in order so that they won't spread together. Okay, thank you. The finishing touches of the buttermilk biscuits. They're homemade buttermilk biscuits. And the recipe will be on the description, okay? And now you can put, mine is going to be with the salt. I just put just a tiny bit in there. But now you can use just a minute. Hold on, just hold up just a minute. Just a little bit. You can't see me. Okay. Just 1/2 teaspoon of salt, table salt, if you like. If you don't want the salt in, you don't have to put it in, okay? So, okay. So the children are getting ready to do the taste test on the biscuits, okay?
I'm gonna eat it. Yeah.
Well, you want butter in yours? Wait a minute. Y'all grab the one without the butter. Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna be putting this little butter on. Okay. Okay.
It's good.
Okay.
Oh, it's good without butter.
Okay. You got the butter. This is yours here.
I know, it's good butter.
You don't want no butter?
I do.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay.
How's it, Kaka?
Good.
I know Michael likes a lot of butter on his stuff.
I like it.
Okay. Okay. There you go, man. All right. Now, so they have the, these are the buttermilk biscuits. It doesn't take very long to make them. And they are very good. Okay. Everybody's doing
What
the
you give
taste
them
test.
between 1 and 10? I give 'em a
Everybody's gonna
20.
do the taste test.
I'm gonna give it a Galaxy.
Huh?
Okay.
Galaxy. It's good.
Okay. And I'm gonna put just a
What
little
you give 'em,
butter on
Simone?
mine. Okay.
Yeah.
I give them 100. They that good.
Okay.
You should give them Kamalakai.
Actually, that one mine. Size 20.
Okay.
Galaxy.
So we are making, this is the taste test. I'm going to take a little bite myself, okay? They will melt in your mouth. Very, very good.
Okay, hope you like. Comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. Bye. Bye. Hit all so you can see all our videos.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I'll be back with another one. Push your notification button so you can see the next one coming up from Miss Lena's Kitchen. Bye-bye.